seruan wawasan negara unggul di mata dunia. Langkah seiring mengejar cita di hari muka kan terus maju bersama menuju cahaya ketulusan jiwa, semangat berusaha unggul di mata dunia. Ke puncak menara dituju, keunggulan cita yang luhur, melangkah kita bersama, bersatu, bersinar bermata negara, dikagumi serata dunia, selamanya akan gemilang di persada dunia multimedia. Langkah seiring mengejar cita di hari muka kan terus maju bersama menuju cahaya ketulusan jiwa, semangat berusaha unggul di mata dunia. Ke puncak menara dituju, keunggulan cita yang luhur, melangkah kita bersama, bersatu, bersinar permata negara, dikagumi serata dunia, selamanya dan gemilang di persada dunia multimedia. Terunggu di mata dunia.
Assalamualaikum and good afternoon. We are now in the second episode of online workshops, part of the Sustainable Energy Awareness poster and short video competition that we are organizing this with Seda Malaysia. As you have known from last week where we had the launching, and earlier today we had the first episode, Seda is celebrating its 10th anniversary, and in conjunction with that 10th anniversary, we are co-organizing this poster and short video challenge with Seda Malaysia. The idea is to have all the youngsters, boys and girls out there from school age 7 to the university level students participate in this poster and short video challenge, and you stand a chance of winning cash prizes not only to yourself but also to your school. So we have also outlined 4 online workshops where we share the knowledge of how to create posters and how to create short video, including its tips and tricks to actually do it and how to do it more professionally. On top of that, within these 4 episodes also, we have invited Seda Malaysia to be giving you the tips and tricks or insights on the content. So we have with us today Encik Sheikh Muhammad Iqbal Muhammad Yusof from Seda Malaysia. Earlier, Encik Iqbal had shared with us, with you also, check out the first episode, and now he will continue the sharing in terms of the content on sustainable energy. Welcome back, Encik Iqbal.
Thank you, Puan Natalia, for the introduction. Hi, Assalamualaikum, good evening, and salam sejahtera. My name is Iqbal and I'm from Seda, Malaysia. So previously, I have shared some info about sustainable energy. To recap, we have seen how sustainable energy, tenaga lestari, is needed to help mitigate climate change. Yeah, and then this is a very important issue that we should look into. Okay, this is issue of all of us should look into. Now let's start. Next. Next. Okay. Now, actually kan, you might wonder, what is energy? Kan, apa itu tenaga? Apa maksud tenaga? In a simple term, energy is the ability to do works. Untuk masak, berlari, bermain handphone. Ya. Then, the energy ada dia punya source, sumber tenaga. Ya. Dan sumber tenaga ni pula ada yang boleh diperbaharui, renewable, dan yang tidak boleh diperbaharui, non-renewable. Okay. So jadi tenaga ni adalah something yang happen in our everyday life, berlaku dalam kehidupan kita seharian. Okay, next. So before we go a little bit deeper, okay, from this diagram, can you tell us which of the following sources of energy are renewable, yang boleh diperbaharui? Okay, which of the following sources of energy are renewable? Please put your answer in the comment section. Come on, this one is very easy. Okay, mana satu sumber yang boleh diperbaharui? Okay, put your answer in the comment section. Sangat senang. In fact, tadi slide yang sebelum ni pun dah ada jawapan dia. Right? So sila tulis dalam comment section which sources yang renewable. Senang je. Okay, saya bagi hint sikit. Ada 4 sources yang non-renewable. Okay, kalau ikut diagram tadi, ada 4 sources yang non-renewable. Okay. Now, kalau kita tengok, what are the types of RE resources, renewable energy resources in Malaysia? Mesti ramai yang nak tahu kan? Okay, next. Okay. Let us watch Seda Malaysia punya corporate video, because in this video, you boleh nampak the RE resources dan juga projek-projek yang ada.
Lives, but drive its development. The future is here with sustainable energy. In 2009, the Government of Malaysia has announced a National Renewable Energy Policy and Action Plan (NREPAP) as part of their commitment to accelerate the growth of renewable energy (RE) as an alternative energy source for the coming years. Sustainable energy stimulate, facilitate and develop sustainable energy. For almost a decade, Seda Malaysia, an agency under the Ministry of Energy and Natural Resources, has been striving towards advocating and administrating sustainable energy development in Malaysia. Our goal is to be the leading agency that promotes the deployment of sustainable energy measures as part of the solution towards achieving energy security and autonomy through accountability, governance, efficiency and competency, human resource development. Various programs and initiatives under Seda Malaysia have been crafted to bolster the growth of sustainable energy development in this country. These programs have contributed to significant changes in the economy, society, environment and Malaysia's overall national agenda. Aside from the RE sector, Seda also focuses on energy efficiency component as the scope of SE spans over both RE and EE. Our continuous and relentless efforts have also contributed to the significant reduction of carbon emissions in Malaysia, as well as our nation's overall dependence on fossil fuels. At Seda Malaysia, we believe in the importance of having and developing the right skills for the right talents to strengthen the sustainable energy industry in Malaysia. Through our training, Seda Malaysia has successfully produced skilled and semi-skilled workers in the field of sustainable energy. We now have a reliable and capable group of people in steering the green agenda. We aim to encourage renewable energy as a common landscape for the community, creates community engagement through climate change mitigation, and increases public awareness for renewable energy. We deliver and provide unparalleled services filled with responsibility, transparency, openness, and integrity. We work closely with our ministry, stakeholders, and industry authorities to lead and achieve the change towards a sustainable Malaysia and reducing Malaysia's carbon footprint. Through the greater deployment of renewable energy and energy efficiency that can contribute to the national energy security, let us stand together in solidarity to bring about greater energy independence and democracy. We do not inherit the earth from our ancestors, we borrow it from our children. Seda Malaysia endeavours to champion the energy transition in the country towards greater decarbonization of the power sector.
Okay, thank you for watching. So I hope from the video you can see some of the renewable energy resources yang ada dekat Malaysia. Okay, now let's dive into the first one, the most famous one, which is the solar, okay, tenaga surya. Okay, solar energy is converted to electricity through solar panels yang color biru tu. And in fact, solar energy is the most abundant resources on Earth. Okay, jadi dia something yang readily available, okay, readily usable. Jadi benda ni kita kena manfaatkan untuk menghasilkan electricity. Okay, next. Ini adalah contoh projek-projek solar rooftop untuk menghasilkan electricity. Jadi panel-panel solar ini kita boleh pasang di atas bangunan ataupun atas rumah, okay, untuk menghasilkan electricity. Okay, next. Kita ada juga kita panggil solar farm, which is huge, besar. Yang ni 50 megawatt, besar because this project boleh produce a huge amount of electricity up to 50 megawatt. Okay, so ini untuk contoh-contoh application of tenaga surya. Okay, next. Okay, next kita tengok biomass energy. Okay, biomass ataupun dalam bahasa Melayu kita panggil biogesin. Okay, biomass ni terdiri daripada biodegradable organic material, to produce electricity. Okay, kalau nak tahu apa contoh-contoh source of biomass ni, kita akan tengok nanti the next slide. Okay, next slide. Okay, sources of biomass ni banyak. Okay, dan banyaknya daripada agricultural waste. Contohnya kalau ada palm oil, ada sugar cane, ada juga kita pakai municipal solid waste, sampah sarap, animal manure, najis binatang, wood chips and many more. Jadi the sources of biomass ni banyak, abundant, and it is available around us. Jadi kita patut pakai this biomass to convert to energy. Okay, let's look into how we get energy from biomass. Next slide.
Biomass, the original renewable energy. It's been part of our lives since our ancestors learned to control fire. In fact, it's made possible by the sun, whose energy is absorbed by trees and plants through photosynthesis, and then released when organic matter is burned or decomposes. First, there's plant waste. Wood scraps, sawdust, and crop waste can be collected from farms or manufacturers. The waste is burned to heat water. The hot water creates steam. The pressure of the steam spins a turbine. The turbine powers a generator. The generator creates electricity. Simple, really. Next up, animal waste, also known as the problem of cow poop. The solution? Waste from farm animals can be collected in a large tank called a digester, filled with bacteria that eats the waste and converts it to methane gas. The methane is captured and burned to heat water and create steam. Sound familiar? Second verse, same as the first. This same principle can also be used to capture methane, a potent greenhouse gas with 25 times the heat-trapping ability of carbon dioxide, from landfills. Once a section of the landfill is closed off, pipes are run from the waste to collect the gas, which can then be burned to make electricity or heat. Biomass may not be the prettiest form of renewable energy, and it needs to be used carefully and thoughtfully to protect ecosystems and prevent greenhouse gas emissions. But it can be a smart way to make use of waste. Power to the poop.
Alright, I like the tagline there, from power to the poop. Okay, so who knows that we have a lot of resources that we could utilize to produce energy, to produce electricity. Okay, so dalam the video tu juga dia ada cerita sedikit pasal biogas ya, biogas. Okay, now let's check what is biogas. Okay, it comes from the fermentation of organic waste to produce electricity. And in Malaysia, it is mainly driven from the palm oil and landfills, industri minyak kelapa sawit dan tapak pelupusan. Next. So, how it works actually? Macam mana benda tu berlaku ya? Okay, the waste, okay, agricultural waste, animal waste will be collected. Kita akan kumpul dan kita akan put dalam satu tempat kita panggil digester. Okay. Dalam digester ni pula ada microorganism, ada microbes yang akan digest ataupun mencernakan this waste, dan from this decomposition dia akan menghasilkan gas. Okay. Dan gas ni pula bila kita purify, kita boleh pakai this purified gas untuk produce electricity. So that is how kita convert from biogas to electricity. Okay, next. Okay, this is hydropower. Okay, electricity from the flowing of water. Okay, just for a fact, yeah, small hydropower refers to generation yang below than 30 megawatt. Okay, I'm sure some of you are quite familiar with hydropower. Okay, next. Okay, this is a schematic of hydroelectric power. Okay, kita ada reservoir, kita ada dam, kita ada generator. So you see from the reservoir tu, air akan lalu through the turbine. Dia akan pusing turbine. Turbine pula connected to the generator. Generator tu yang akan produce the electricity. And this is for large hydropower. Okay, next. This is the one that kalau kita tengok secara visual, this is a huge dam, 372 megawatt. Ini untuk large hydropower. So dalam ni pun kita boleh nampak the reservoir on the right hand side, dan sebelah kiri tu the dam. This is how kita produce electricity from hydro. Okay, next. Kita ada juga geothermal energy dengan wind energy. Tapi in Malaysia, kita belum ada large scale of these energies lah, right? So geothermal, we have the heat and steam that comes from the volcanoes and geysers contain a great deal of heat energy. So what we do, kita akan extract this energy, we will use this energy, we will recover this energy to heat buildings or to generate electricity. And then for wind is very straightforward. I'm sure we have seen a lot in the movies. Yeah, the wind will blow dan akan pusingkan dia punya the blade tu ada connected to a turbine. Turbine tu akan hasilkan electricity. Very straightforward. Yeah, so this is a sample of geothermal dengan wind energy. Okay, next. Okay, that is all from my presentation today. Okay, to recap, kita ada beberapa RE resources. Kita ada solar, kita ada biomass, kita ada biogas, kita ada hydro, kita ada geothermal, kita ada wind. Okay. Lastly, I would like to thank MMU for the invitation and for the collaboration. We are very excited embarking in this journey. I hope the audience can learn something today, and please help us to spread the awareness about sustainable energy through your creativity by making the poster and video. So that's all from me. Thank you and stay safe. Over to you, Natalia.
Thank you very much, Encik Iqbal, for the sharing. So, what Encik Iqbal had shared just now is the renewable energy. I think from last week, we have been talking about how sustainable energy is renewable energy and also energy efficiency. So, ada banyaklah daripada segi yang kita boleh kupaskan for each of these segments. So, dengan mengikuti segala perkongsian oleh Seda, adalah diharapkan awareness ataupun kesedaran mengenai sustainable energy ni kita boleh kembangkan di sekolah-sekolah dan juga di general public lah. So the next segment will be on the sharing of how to create ataupun to make a video. So this online workshop on video creation will be shared by Encik Ahmad Daniel Ahmad Rizal, who is an expert in multimedia from the Faculty of Creative Multimedia. So stay tuned because we'll be sharing on this video creation and it will take about 1 hour or so. So be comfortable. You might be watching this live or live recorded after this. And every steps that we share will be just how we shared in the first episode is how for you to design what make great video. So we have shared in episode 1 what makes great poster. Now we'll be sharing what makes great video. Tomorrow we'll be sharing the tips and the tricks, the how to in making the poster a reality and also the video a reality. Tomorrow also Seda Malaysia will be sharing more in terms of sustainable energy awareness. So now I hope you guys are all ready. I know it has been a very long day. We have been sharing since 2 o'clock. And if you have been following MMU Malaysia Facebook or YouTube, we have been going on live streaming from 9:30 a.m. this morning, where we have been on Jelajah Maya MMU Negeri Perak, where we had basically the sharing of what MMU is. It's part of our MMU Virtual Info Day happening every weekend throughout the month of September. So this is the last weekend in September and our September intake is still open until the mid of October. Today is also our first day for what we call our orientation week, which is week of immersion and networking or WIN. Today is our first day. So it has been a very, very happening and hectic and a lot of activities going on. However, it's all happening virtually. It's all happening live on MMU's Facebook and also MMU's YouTube. Now let's go into the video making. So if you are still looking for a place to go to for your higher education happening this September, October, you might want to talk to our friendly counselors or friendly advisors by going to MMU's Malaysia Facebook or even on our website. Click on the Meet Us Now and our friendly advisors will entertain to you. So, okay, Encik Ahmad Daniel, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
All right, so welcome. The screen is all yours for you to share on how to create great videos. Okay, over to you.
Okay, thank you, Madam Natalia. So I will present my screen now. Before that, it will just take a while. Okay, So today we are going to talk about an online video challenge creation. Is the part of the competition, okay, hosted by Seda in collaboration with MMU. All right. So the first part tadi we already talked about posters, and right now is about video. Okay. So what I'm going to talk about now is basically in 1.5 hours or maybe 2 hours at longest is about the types of video and how do you actually start in creating a video, especially for this competition. Okay, so the content here is actually very general. Okay, maybe because we have a participant from sekolah rendah, primary school, sekolah menengah, and also university students who are maybe taking multimedia punya subjects. So some of the information here can refresh actually on the basics of video. Okay, untuk adik-adik yang dekat sekolah juga, okay, maybe tak pernah tengok buat video sendiri kan, maybe pernah tapi maybe Instagram dengan TikTok je, tapi macam mana nak buat video yang lagi lebih berkualiti, okay, and also resourceful, as well as dapat membuat impak yang bagus lah, especially bila tajuk dia sustainable and also renewable energy kan. Kita nak sampaikan message yang penting tu. Okay, so Millie just next. Ini dah tadi to all of you just tune in right now. Okay, before this we already have a brief by Seda representative talking about renewable and sustainable energy. Okay, you can also watch the recording again to gain the knowledge and to understand better about the topic itself. Okay, so before I go into the first main topic for my presentation ataupun for my workshop series here, okay, I'm just going to introduce myself and maybe you want to know who am I and maybe tahukan siapa Muhammad ni kan, datang dari mana. Okay, so I'm actually one of the assistant lecturer in Multimedia University. So if you go into MMU website or our very own Faculty of Creative Multimedia, you can actually see me lah. Okay, that's my picture there along with our other prestigious staff in MMU. Okay, so my majoring is mostly motion graphics, but I also teach some videography and some motion graphic design subjects lah. Alright, so I also have a Behance profile just to compile all my portfolio, okay, from time to time, improve my skills. So you can go to behance.net/results if you want to check it out. Okay, so to understand what we are going to do is that we are going to note a little bit about the duration and also what are the criteria of the video competition. If this is the first time you're watching this live and baru nak join ataupun still has hesitation to join, let me just break down the criteria for you. Okay, the first one is the duration, which is 3 to 5 minutes. Okay, jangan terlalu panjang and tak terlalu pendek, it's just nice 3 to 5 minutes. Format MP4. Okay, maybe for the younger students, sekolah tak tahu apa beza MP4, MOV ataupun AVI format. Okay, maybe you guys can do a simple read about that ataupun tengok some YouTube video explaining apa dia video format MP4. Tapi basically most of the videos sekarang format MP4 where it's size dia tak besar sangat and also it's compressed nicely lah. Okay, and maybe kalau ada certain people yang guna Mac and guna QuickTime, so kadang-kadang the format tu boleh jadi MOV, which is a little bit bigger, okay, and susah untuk orang download and maybe post into social media and also your YouTube lah. So make sure the format is in MP4. The aspect ratio is 16:9 and the resolution is 1280 pixels times 720 pixels. Okay, dia ada dua, satu lagi full HD, and full HD is maybe the highest that we can do kalau guna like video camera ke apa, depending on the camera itself. Tapi 720p is one like fraction lower lah. Okay, and dia tak terlalu kecil sangat, it's just nice. Okay, and if you guys want to join the video competition, it's actually 3 to 5 people, meaning it's a group work. So you guys can gather your friends, especially like there were students who are joining us right now. You don't need to do like video ni seorang-seorang kan, because video takes quite a lot of effort. Okay, because it's a medium that requires you to edit, to shoot, to collect footages. So ada banyak kerja kan untuk nak menang the prize tu mestilah kita kena put a lot of effort sikit kan. So group 3 to 5 people maximum. Make sure it's a copyright free and original and English language is preferred. Maksudnya copyright free and original. Kadang-kadang budak sekolah kita selalu dengar kataan copyright. Apa tu copyright? Copyright free and original maksudnya ada certain video you tak ambil daripada source online. Contohnya you ambil daripada YouTube. You tak dalam video you and you cakap oh saya buat video ni. Tak boleh because itu orang lain punya kan. So make sure, tapi ada juga video-video yang copyright free ataupun free for commercial to use, meaning that ada video certain kat internet you boleh ambil, you boleh letak dalam you punya own video and also nanti you kena credit orang. Maksudnya you kena bagi tahu yang this video comes from these sources ataupun this group of people. Okay. So copyright free is a very sensitive issue sebab takut nanti yang menang kan dia ambil pada video online. So tak acil lah kan. It's not honest to your work. So make sure all of them are original. And finally, English language preferred. Okay, because the medium and also Seda and MMU as a platform has many viewers from all over the country with multiple ethnicity and also race kan. So kadang-kadang English is language yang semua orang boleh faham, tapi boleh juga rojak-rojak sikit lah. Okay, mixed language depending on the medium juga. Okay. Alright, so kita dah tahu dah the criteria of the video. Okay, make sure criteria ni macam a set of rules. Okay, meaning that kalau you tak meet, you may be disqualified from the competition lah. Tak nak buat disqualified sebab penat-penat buat. Okay, so make sure all of you betul-betul read dulu. Ada juga provided officially. Ni saya just breakdown sahaja daripada PDF yang saya dah baca. Alright, next is the types of video. Okay, video pun ada type. Okay, ada. Semua video tak sama. Okay, ada macam-macam jenis video. Okay, depending on the message of the video and kadang-kadang apa medium yang digunakan dalam video tersebut. Okay, so I'm going to just briefly explain one by one what are the types of video yang accepted in the competition. Okay, first we have fiction, okay, documentary, narrative, live action, short drama, animation, music clips, community announcement and also mixed method. Okay, fiction and short drama almost lebih kurang. Okay, short drama is everyone tahu drama is bila kita tengok TV kan ada cerita Korea kan and also cerita drama Melayu petang-petang dan kat Maghrib macam tu kan. So those are drama, but a short drama is very short which is 3 to 5 minutes sahaja. Okay, bukan like 30 minutes or 20 minutes tu macam a TV program lah. Tapi for fiction and so short drama is just nice 3 to 5 minutes. Okay, so short drama mesti ada pelakon. Okay, meaning that there will be actors, there's going to be a location where you shoot and also there's going to be a story okay, untuk dalam short drama ni. So kalau in terms of the topic itself, sustainable and renewable energy kan. So macam mana kita nak tukar benda tu jadi drama? How do we take that topic into a drama? So maybe kita boleh buat banyak-banyak instances ataupun fenomena yang boleh berlaku bila kita cakap pasal this type of topic. For example, kita nak buat the drama itu center around sekolah kan. So kita boleh buat drama maybe dalam classroom antara guru dengan murid-murid discussing about renewable and sustainable energy kan. So ada maybe macam mana cikgu tu ajar ada orang and later budak-budak tu akan bagi tahu dekat parents dia orang pula. Okay, kita kena jimat elektrik, kita kena recycle barang-barang kan sebab in order for us to conserve the energy. Okay. So tu maybe dalam suasana sekolah kan. Maybe boleh dalam suasana tempat kerja, suasana dekat taman. Okay, ada banyak instances tapi dia punya center of focus ataupun message will be sustainable and renewable energy. Alright. Next is documentary. Okay, documentary ni macam documentary is very non-fiction based, meaning that dia akan bagi tahu fakta, there's a lot of facts, there's a lot of history behind it. So if you guys want to do documentary kan, maybe you need to interview someone yang betul-betul fasih ataupun faham dengan sustainable and renewable energy. Okay, so maybe ada you invite a speaker kan that you know kat online kan, maybe dia tahu pasal renewable and sustainable energy. You can do a short documentary with him, answering questions, answering myths, answering answering question and myths about what are the types, how you can contribute to sustainable and renewable energy. Okay, tapi dalam 3 into 5 minutes je. So it's very short documentary lah, tapi bila you ada a panel ataupun a guest, orang yang berpengalaman, dia akan membuatkan video tu lagi accepted and also verified because you have someone that knows about the things. Okay, and then next is narrative, script ataupun scripted. Okay, narrative meaning that ada satu narrator kan, narrator ni macam pencerita kan, dia bercerita tentang something. Okay, so narrator ni dia akan baca satu script maybe tentang renewable and sustainable energy, tapi the video itself tu akan tunjuk photos or videos yang interlay, yang betul-betul explain the things inside the narration tu. Okay, I ada satu example after this that I will show. Alright, so live action, and then we have animation. Okay, animation ni is one of the things yang I pun buat juga, and I am pretty sure university students yang maybe take multimedia or take animation can really do this type of video lah. So animation can be breakdown into 2D animation, 3D animation. Okay, but it is more highly technical and highly skilled, meaning that kalau you tak ada any experience ataupun tak pernah buat animation sebelum ni, maybe it's hard for you rather than shoot a video ataupun edit together videos from a stock footage lah. So animation ni can be anything as long as dia create awareness in the sustainable and renewable energy. Okay, music clips. Okay, I'm not so sure, tapi maybe ada music video yang maybe video, the background music video itself tu pasal renewable energy. Community announcement ataupun PSA, public service announcement. Okay, and also last kali is a mixed method. Okay, mixed method ni is actually you combine or you morph 2 types of video into one video. Maksudnya dalam video tu maybe ada animation, maybe ada narrative. Ataupun dalam drama tu tiba-tiba tengah-tengah ada a little bit of animation kan. Alright, so mixed method ni dia akan buat your video tu a little more interesting sebab you ada banyak guna different types of medium. Okay, tapi kadang-kadang terlalu banyak medium dia akan membuat video tu macam nampak paste together rather than in a cohesive punya sequence. Okay, maksudnya kita nampak macam tepek-tepek je animation, dia tak ada terlalu continuity daripada style yang sebelum ni. Okay, so mixed method memang akan nampak dia punya video ni memang interesting, tapi be wary of it. Okay, nanti saya akan tunjuk macam mana satu video tu ada banyak mixed method, tapi dia akan nampak a little bit pelik bila kita tengok the whole video itself. Okay, so these are the types of video yang accepted in the competition. Tapi when we look at the list, is basically any video lah. Maybe tapi video tu mestilah kena ikut kriteria yang di atas ni. Okay, so janganlah shot sendiri kan buat video tapi alamak tak ikut kriteria pula. Tak dapat hadiah. Sebab apa? Ada orang yang lagi bagus and also ada yang orang yang semua kompetitor yang lain ikut kriteria yang ditetapkan. So make sure kriteria ni betul-betul difahamkan dulu sebelum you actually start the video. Okay? Alright. So saying about where to start video. Mana kita nak start? Okay, jangan bila kita cakap video, alah senang je buat video. Just pick up a video camera, ambil smartphone kita and then start shooting something. Nak shoot apa? Tak tahu? Okay. So like many others, creating a video pun ada a process, a very comprehensive and intuitive process, okay, which provide you a very clear guide macam mana nak start buat video sampailah you habis edit and upload into the social media. Okay, ada dia punya bukan formula tapi a step by step. Okay, so when you first receive the brief ataupun receive the competition brief, you baca pasal competition ni, okay, the first thing in your mind, okay, macam mana nak start, video apa kita nak buat, ada banyak types of video. Okay, so the first step is actually kita kena faham dulu the video production process. Okay, so it's not just video production, it's actually can also be in a multimedia punya production ataupun animation, short drama, anything yang have to do with multimedia, you actually can use this guide. Okay, we have pre-production, we have production, and we have post-production. Okay, pre-production is all about planning. Tak ambil kamera lagi, tak ambil video lagi, tak guna lagi software di dalam PC ataupun your smartphone. Okay, it's all about ideation and planning. So dalam pre-production, kita ada brainstorming, kita ada planning, kita ada script writing, and kita ada storyboarding. Okay, these are the essential punya steps for you to, you know, plan and get most out of the pre-production process. So after pre-production process ni dah siap, it's already been completed, what you need to do, then you can pick up your camera and start shooting ataupun go to your software in the PC and start animating. So production ni is the fun thing, maksudnya baru kita boleh start buat. Okay, so during this time barulah the shooting, kita pergi ke location tu, contohnya kita nak buat drama dekat sekolah ataupun drama at our own house kan, so kita dah start pergi ke rumah ataupun rumah kawan untuk shoot. Okay, we can start animating, we can start capturing B-roll footages and also maybe collect stock footages daripada internet. Okay, last kali after you have done shooting, apa kita nak buat? Takkan kita nak extract video tu daripada mereka terus upload, tak, kita kena edit video tu dalam satu sequence yang dia punya duration antara 3 hingga 5 minit. So post production dia ada compositing. Okay, orang yang ambil animation ataupun visual effects akan tahulah what is compositing. We also have editing. Okay, editing ni is a very general term. I think most of you guys tahu what is editing. Alright. Music selection, yang ni pun kita kena ada music. Okay, sebab video is medium yang bergerak. Dia bukan macam poster ataupun macam komik ataupun macam satu drawing kan. Dia benda yang bergerak. So bila bergerak ni, kita kena ada compose dia dengan satu music yang sesuai. Walaupun saya tak akan fully covered betul-betul dalam session ni about music, tapi music ni can create impact in terms of setting up the mood. Okay, kadang-kadang bila kita tengok satu cerita kan, dia punya contohnya cerita Jurassic Park kan, tiba-tiba ada dinosaur tapi music kat belakang tu lagu sedih kan. Okay, so mood dia lain. So bila kita ada have something yang impactful kan, music pun kena ada feeling yang sama untuk support our visual. Okay, so nanti I akan talk about a bit macam mana nak choose a very good music. And finally, final render. Okay, final render ni maksudnya bila you dah habis edit, you dah letak video and you dah letak music, finally what you can do is export the video. Okay, you export and then you upload it into the competition punya submission and then settle. So after that, you just wait for the result. Doa-doa adakah menang ke tak. Okay, so those are the 3 stages yang dekat MMU pun. Okay, and not about video production, the class yang I ajar pun memang I very strongly stress these 3 stages. I during the class I tak suruh dia okay start terus buat. No, kita memang kena go stage by stage by stage. Dia akan nampak the process tu much more fruitful, much more professional. Dia akan nampak lagi tersusun dan teratur. Okay. Alright, so we are going to go to the first pre-production punya subtopic, which is brainstorming. Okay, what is brainstorming? Okay, brain dengan storm, ribut dengan otak. Okay, apa ni? What does that mean? Okay, brainstorming is where we cari idea and also find creative ideas for us to do the video. In this context, a video lah. Okay. So during this brainstorming ni kita boleh buat seorang-seorang, but it's much better when we are doing it in a group. Okay, in a group maksudnya di inside the video kita ada 3 to 5 friends yang boleh generate ideas with us. Tapi how do you effectively generate idea? Adakah idea tu datang daripada angin and then masuk dalam otak you? Adakah dalam you tengah tengok TV ataupun you tengah baring dekat you punya sofa dekat rumah? Will the ideas come? No. Okay, ideas needs to be generated and there are a lot of ways, and the first one we are going to go to is understand the objective. Okay, kenapa? Why do you need to do the video? Untuk menang competition lah. Okay, no, not like that. What is the objective of the video? Why this video needs to be made? Okay. So the objective of the video ni pun from the official PDF about the competition is to first create a higher public awareness of Seda 10th anniversary. Okay, Seda is already reached 10th anniversary and kita nak orang public, okay, the community, the society to aware of this. Macam wow, Malaysia ni ada sustainable punya organisation kan. So we want people to be aware of the existing effort in our country. Okay. And also, second, create awareness for renewable energy and sustainable energy. Okay, kadang-kadang orang tak faham. When we talk about people, okay, they don't know what is renewable energy. Tak tahu, tak pernah tahu. Saya tahu makan roti canai je, kan? So our video ni, when we upload it into social media ataupun we show it into our friends, our family, we can create that kind of awareness. Okay, awareness ni kita cakna dengan the renewable energy itu, and what we can do, contribute and take action into also conserving energy itu. Alright. Finally is to increase engagement of the young generation. Okay, sebab apa? Young generation sekarang ni especially are already dengan yang punya smartphones and also all the gadget. So you guys need to really utilize the platform untuk bila budak-budak kecil ataupun students daripada sekolah menengah atau sekolah rendah bila tengok video tu, dia orang rasa something, dia orang rasa oh bagusnya benda ni, kita kena bantu ataupun kita kena spread this message about sustainable and renewable energy. Sebab kalau kita nak maybe untuk orang-orang tua kan, maybe in their 80s or 90s, dia maybe tak reti sangat untuk guna gadget, tapi budak-budak senang je, cari video ni senang je kan. Video TikTok tu kalau scroll banyak-banyak kita tahu, jumpa je macam-macam jenis video kan. Okay, so you are the ones who hold the power untuk make sure they watch the right video, which is to create awareness. Okay, so what does it mean to spread awareness? Okay, awareness ni is not the same as viral. Okay, apa beza viral dengan awareness? Awareness ni orang tahu semua pasal. No, not just tahu. Okay, because viral creates trendy and popular videos. Tapi awareness calls people to action. Okay, viral ni ada banyak sekarang ni, macam-macam challenge, macam-macam trend dekat social media, Instagram, TikTok. Walaupun saya tak tengok TikTok, tapi macam kadang-kadang Instagram pun there's a lot of viral punya things kan, cepat je everything goes viral. Okay, but viral just people tengok, scroll and they will forget, ataupun okay it will pass. After one thing happens, the next thing viral yang the previous thing dah tenggelam inside the laut kan. Okay, but awareness dia akan stick to the people. When people watch your video, they will be inspired, they will take action and they will spread the message. So that is the most important thing. I will show you one video yang viral. Okay, tapi it's not a good thing lah. Tapi it's just to show you yang viral ni it's empty and it does not create any benefit lah. Tapi kalau things yang viral but also spread awareness, okay, yang tu that is the top punya achievement, because you are able to spread the video and also make people call to action. Alright, so I will share this video, share this tab.
The latest trend, but as much as you think you may know how to conquer this dangerous feat, you may want to think again as it's caused more harm than good. Let's get into it. The popular saying goes, there's no crying over spilled milk, but within about 60 seconds of opening the TikTok app, you'll quickly find that there's actually a lot of crying over spilled milk rates happening. That's right, the newest viral challenge has taken the internet as well as hospitals by storm after many attempt to put their best foot forward only to end up with their worst injury lying dead ahead. In case you don't know what we're talking about, this challenge, which was reportedly first showcased on Facebook, later making its way to TikTok, garnering a collective 15.3 million views, involves stacking plastic milk crates ascending.
Okay, so I'm not going to show the whole video, okay, but because it's this is a long video talking about the same thing, but those are the kind of videos yang I'm sure the young people will like look at it in TikTok ataupun trend Instagram, and it doesn't do anything to your life. It doesn't have any benefit. So we don't want viral videos. We want to create awareness, things that matter to us and also to our planet. Okay. Okay. So the second thing that we need to do is research on the topic. Okay. You need to understand the content. So how many us here yang betul-betul like know in-depth and know overall things about sustainable and renewable energy? Okay. Maybe not many of you know, especially yang the younger generation can. This may be quite a big topic, but it's not impossible for you to execute. Okay, so how do you gain more knowledge on the topic is very easy, especially in this era. Is first you understand the brief by Seda, which is we have 4 sessions, including tomorrow. So each of the session to have a different information or knowledge sharing about sustainable and renewable energy. So I recommend checking it out in this recorded live. The next one is Seda website itself, YouTube videos, articles / journals, or maybe interviews, because sustainable and renewable energy is a topic that is quite already there in our, in the internet platform and has been in discussion for many years. So you are up to find a lot of videos that explain at least the basics of sustainable and renewable energy, okay, so that you understand what it is and it will be the content in your video. Because again, go back to the topic, kita tak nak do a content of the video which is not related to the topic itself. Nak cakap pasal renewable energy tapi kita tiba-tiba our video tu cakap pasal climate change pula. It's related, but it's not the same thing. So make sure you get the focus right. Okay, next is analyze existing videos. So there are 3 videos here that I would like to share about that relates to a bit of the sustainable renewable energy, and it is already up there in the social media or YouTube or Vimeo lah. Okay, just to understand yang by analyzing video, kita actually can gain ideas from them. Kita tengok what are the things that have already been made by people, kan? So this process juga I always do with my students, kan? I give them one video, contohnya an explainer video, and I will ask them to do an analysis. Analysis ni is like an in-depth punya process, breaking down the video into multiple elements and also aspects. Okay, once they understand it, they will apply it into their own project. So like you guys, okay, if you don't know what to start, this is the one of the methods that enables you to gain more idea about how to do a video about sustainable and renewable energy. Okay. All right, so let's watch this video first. This video is called Let's Create a World That Runs Entirely on Green Energy. It's a very professional punya video, but it's a good case of narrative-driven punya type. Remember, we have the 9 types of video, so this one falls under the category of narrative. Okay.
Home. It's not what we think it is. It's not just made of wood or concrete or bricks, because it's not just a house, let alone a village, or a city or a country. Our home is bigger. You may not have explored all its rooms, its passages, wandered its many gardens, bathed in its waters, looked out from the very top floor, nor met all those you live with. This is Latifa, by the way. It's still your home, still mine, still theirs. It's provided all of us with the sustenance and shelter we need to grow and prosper. Our home has treated us well. But as temperatures increase and sea levels rise, it's time to change the way we treat it. It's not easy to change our ways, but if we all look beyond our own walls and see our home for what it really is, it might change you. Like it's transforming us from a black to a green energy company. We no longer produce oil and gas and have decided to stop all use of coal to focus entirely on green energy. And we've already built the world's largest offshore wind operation, enabling millions of people to benefit from the powerful forces of the wind at sea. We want to help create a world that runs entirely on green energy. Because the place we all call home needs love, but love means nothing without action.
All right, that's the video is entitled "Let's Create a World That Runs Entirely on Green Energy." Okay, so how do we analyze the video? What makes the video enjoyable? What makes it great? What makes it, can inspire people? Okay, so this is my analysis. Okay, the video is a narrative driven with engaging shots, meaning that there's a narrator, orang yang tukang baca skrip tu, and also composed dengan shots yang sangat-sangat cantik kan. There's a lot of shots macam humans and also nature, macam-macam ada. Okay, and also the next is very clear message. Okay, even though there's not like we cannot see the person talking, but the message is clear. Okay, because why? The narration and also the videos works well because it creates a coherent punya vibe. Okay, to spread the underlying message. It has a very inspiring background music. Okay, again, tadi the video, we are too focused on the video, but we forget that music also plays a role. The music is very inspiring, is very, engages us towards the visuals too. Okay, it's like it has an immersion punya effect. Okay, bukan kalau kita try to bayangkan video tu kita tak lagu rock kan, orang main gitar. The visual itself okay, tapi when it's with that kind of music kan, it will not create a coherent punya vibe. Okay, it's very weird. Dia macam kenapa shots macam ni tapi lagu rock kan. So selecting a very good music also plays a role in creation of video lah. Okay, so the main theme for the video is actually attention to life and nature, connection between human essence and wonders of the earth. Okay, because in that video, kan, we will see that it starts with a nature shot, and in between those shots kita akan nampak close-ups of human life. Dia macam very happy, like very full of life lah. The human punya face tu shots, we can see a lot of expressions. Okay, it creates a connection lah between nature and life because nature also humans and nature ni works together to bring balance to the continuation of life itself lah. It's targeted for young adults to adults, but can also bleed into general audience. Okay, tapi the video itself tu is quite, I would say mature for younger audience. So person yang macam adolescents and adults can really reflect. Tapi but it can bleed into general audience. Ini maybe budak-budak ataupun young students primary school also can reflect on it, tapi based on yang faham ke tak lah what the message is about. Okay, let's talk about a bit of the composition tu. Kenapa the video shows a lot of things, betul tak? Dia tunjuk rumah, dia tunjuk orang, dia tunjuk iceberg, dia tunjuk planets. It shows life under the sea, life in the desert, life in the other countries. So there's a lot. Tapi why we able to accept all of these different scenes or shots is because we have a balance ataupun symmetry. You can see that almost, I would say 90% of the scenes, all the subject matter is at the center. Betul tak? The house is at the center, the guy is at the center, the guy on top of the iceberg is at the center, and also the girl on the floor is like in the center. So people are always focused in the center, what's happening in the center. Okay. Next is alternating warm and cool visuals. Okay, if you understand what is warm and cool, warm ni it consists of warm colors lah, maksudnya color yang panas, yellow, red, orange. Another one is cool, maksudnya things that have cool colors, blue, purple, apa lagi, a bit of maybe green sikit. So those are cool punya colors. Okay, when we talk about editing, we don't just put everything together. Macam tadi video kan, it has different shots. Kalau I will rearrange the shots, it maybe it will not create the same impact. This is what I call about underlying punya effect, things yang you tak nampak. Sebenarnya the editing in this video is very detailed, whereby in each punya cool scenes, they alternate with warm punya scenes. Most of the time lah, I think maybe 80 to 90%. Alright, selepas this shot of inside the water, we can see the shot of the hills. You can see most of them are yellow, so it's warm color. After the shot of the guy on top of a building, on top of a mountain, it's alternating with another warm punya color, but this time it shows a lot of people instead of only one people. You nampak tak the contrast between the two? But it's actually in a sequence, it will create a really nice punya connection between the two shots. Benda ni memang very agak complex. The more you look at it, the more you analyze, it's actually a very punya intricate process in actually to come up with that kind of video. Not just the footage itself, but also how the editor edit them together. Okay. Next, we are going to take a look at another type of video, which is animation. So the title is Renewable Energy Explained in 2.5 minutes. Okay, so let's take a look at that. This one, not this one. Okay, this one.
Energy consumption is a huge part of our daily lives. We eat with energy. We travel with energy. We work with energy. And we even flirt with energy. But where does all of this energy come from? Today, we gather most of our energy from coal, oil, and natural gas, also known as fossil fuels. Additionally, we gather energy from biomass, nuclear, and renewables. Fossil fuels consist of extracted decomposed organisms and plants that existed millions of years ago. Biomass converts plants into biometric material to produce energy. Nuclear energy is released. Lastly, renewable energy comes from a source that's not depleted when used, such as wind or solar power. But what's the profound difference between them? How they affect our planet? Fossil fuels cost more than what we pay at the pump and impacts our environment in many ways. These impacts include global warming, air quality deterioration, oil spills, and acid rain. It's also projected that fossil fuel resources will be depleted within the next 50 to 100 years. Biomass and nuclear energy also have similar issues. We need a solution relatively fast, and luckily, we have one. Renewable energy comes from resources which naturally replenish in our lifetime, whereas fossil fuels are a one-time use resource in the human timescale. Resources for renewable energy include sunlight, wind, rain, tides, waves, and geothermal heat. The best part is that we don't need to compromise our planet to harness it, nor do we have to rely on other nations for these resources, which history has shown to be a contributor to war, famine, and political instability. So, how do we get this to look like this? Presently, we have the technology to be 100% renewable reliant. The truth is, our infrastructure is built around our fossil fuel dependency. If we could convert our infrastructure to what's known as a supergrid, we would be able to rely on clean, renewable energy. So, what's it going to be? Will our children live in a world full of pollution? Or should they continue the path of evolution? To learn more about a 100% clean, renewable energy future, visit the Solution Project.
Okay, that was a video about renewable energy explained in 2.5 minutes. Okay, so let's analyze this video. Okay, so again, it's also a narrative driven, meaning that there's a narrator explaining about the different types of renewable energy. And the category here is actually called an explainer video. Okay, an explainer video ni is self-explanatory, meaning you create an explainer video to explain a concept, explain a topic, explain issues, ataupun explain a process. Okay, so if you compare this video to the one before, okay, this one has more emphasis on information delivery and retention. Because it has a lot of text and it has a lot of graphics, okay, that people can understand. So it uses a simple clean graphic macam kartun, tapi sebenarnya is called a flat design. Flat design ni is using very basic shapes in order for everyone to understand. Okay, it uses a basic animation and not too visually complex. Okay, meaning that the animation tu just macam this text keluar, this image pop up here, this image comes from the left and it does something. Betul tak? Okay, so it does not do like a very complex visual. Like in the previous video, we can see like different video like cut between each other in a quite a fast pace. We can see factories, and there's shot in the water, there's shot close up of a pipe. So all of those things are quite complex visually. People, if you don't pay attention, you can miss the message. Tapi for this video, the pacing is quite can be followed. It's not too fast, it's not too slow. And when you use simple graphics, people can understand the message clearer. Okay, so it's targeted for young adults to adults, but can also be intelligent. But also, I think it's targeted into a more younger audience, meaning that I think middle school students to maybe primary school students also, when they watch this video, and maybe not understand too much about narration, I think they can better like absorb all of the information. Okay, so let's study a bit of the composition. So this video uses vibrant colors. So what are vibrant colors? Meaning that colors yang betul-betul cerah, like betul-betul eye-catching. Dia macam tadika, taska. Okay, semalam baru I tengok taska nak hantar anak I. So if you tiba-tiba pula kan. So but when you actually, if you want to find a taska inside a neighborhood, it can easily spotted. Why? Because taska buildings usually have very colorful punya drawings and also the wallpaper, also all the building paint itself is very colorful, kan? So is very engaging, is very eye-catching. Daripada jauh pun you boleh nampak dah, oh that's the Tasca, we can go there, okay, to see. Just like the video itself, when it's eye-catching and it's very engaging in the sense of people who are younger ages also can follow the video because it has all of these different vibrant colors, okay. Next is contrasting simple graphic, okay. When you talk about contrast, you talk about different things that do well together, okay. These are vibrant colors, again, very vibrant. Tapi as you can see, sunlight, wind, rain, tides, waves, and geothermal, all of them have very simple punya graphic. Dia bukan letak like a video of a real wave. Okay, no. If you see this shape, okay, we know wave. If you can see this very generic punya drawing, okay, this is sun. And also it's contrast with the background. Okay, when I mean by contrast is that it does not, when it's on a contrasty background, it does not blend, so people can see the icon clearly. Okay, just imagine if this sunlight punya drawing is like red color, kan? You will not able to see it because it's not contrast. So that is why whenever you want to put a simple icon, simple graphic, make sure it's contrast with the background so people can look and identify the shape. Okay. The next one is emphasis. Okay, this video also have a very centered punya composition whereby you only like see the main thing in the center. So you only need to focus on the things at the center lah. There's no other things happening in the background kan, which can distract you. It's just very, very simple. Okay, so those two are very good videos, but tak acil kan those this lecturer ataupun speaker only show the good ones. Okay, kita ni baru nak start buat video kan, tunjuklah yang our level. Okay, it's okay. I just want to make you guys understand first what are the different types of video. But for this next video, I want you guys to clearly watch it from start to finish and understand that there's something wrong with it. Okay, there's something wrong with it, but I like you guys to see first. So this video entitled Renewable Energy, a film from the young people's trust for the environment.
As we have seen in the film about how energy is made, electricity is generated by using fossil fuels like coal, oil, or gas to heat water. The resulting steam is harnessed under great pressure to turn turbines, which in turn spin a large magnet within a generator to create electricity. But burning fossil fuels releases carbon dioxide, a greenhouse gas that helps to cause climate change into the atmosphere. Renewable energy harnesses energy from natural sources so that you don't need to burn any fuel to create the electricity they produce. Both wind and tidal energy generation use the same principle as conventional energy generation. A turbine spins a generator which in turn generates electricity. But the difference is what makes the turbine spin. In the case of a wind turbine, the wind spins the giant turbine blades. This means that turbines tend to be sited in places where there's often a lot of wind, on hilltops or near the coast, for example. Some people don't like the way they look or the noise they make when you get close to them, and they can harm birds that fly too close to the blades. A wind turbine can't produce the same amount of energy each day, as it depends how windy it is, and if it's too windy, they have to be turned off to avoid damaging them. But they produce energy without creating carbon dioxide, so they don't contribute to climate change. Tidal energy uses the motion of seawater as the tide comes in and out, as it does twice a day, every day, to spin underwater turbines and to generate electricity. Tides can be stronger or weaker at different times of the month, but that the tides will rise and fall twice a day is guaranteed. The trouble is that the environment under the sea is really difficult for machinery to cope with. Salt water is very corrosive, so tidal turbines need a lot of maintenance, but they do produce their electricity without contributing to climate change. Solar panels work in different ways to harness the energy of the sun. We're still learning about how to harvest the sun's energy more efficiently. It has been estimated that enough energy from the sun hits planet Earth in 1 hour to provide for the entire planet's energy needs for a whole year, if only we could work out how to capture it. Solar heating panels are filled with special glass tubes that are used to heat water for things like baths, showers, and washing up within the home, or even for something like an outdoor swimming pool. Even on a cold day, they use the sun's energy to provide some heat to the water, which reduces the amount of energy a boiler needs to use to heat the water to the required temperature. Whilst on a hot day, a solar heating panel can do most of the job of heating the water for use in the home. Photovoltaic cells convert the light energy from the sun into electricity. Each photovoltaic cell is made up of layers of semiconducting material, usually silicon. When light shines on them, electricity is made between the layers. Increasingly, people are fitting photovoltaic cells to their homes, and we're seeing solar farms made up of thousands of photovoltaic cells springing up across the countryside. These solar panels provide clean energy for thousands of homes across the country. As solar panels become cheaper and more efficient, we will see more and more photovoltaic panels being used. It could well be that in the future, all of our homes will get their energy from solar panels fitted on the roof. Other ways of creating energy from nature are also being investigated and developed. For example, wave energy can be harnessed using giant caterpillar generators. There are also solar power stations, which reflect the sun's energy using giant mirrors onto a tank of water. The steam from the water turns a turbine connected to a generator. This is already happening in hot countries like Spain, whilst deserts, such as the Sahara, have huge potential for this kind of solar power station. So there are lots of renewable energy sources that are being developed to solve the problems of climate change that are caused by burning fossil fuels. In time, we will probably generate most of our energy from renewable sources. To find out more, please visit our website.
Okay, that was a video by Renewable Energy, a film for the young people's trust for the environment. Okay, so based on the analysis, it's also a narrative-driven video with multiple medium in one video. Because why? This is a mixed method punya video. So what does it mean by mixed method? You use different mediums like videos, animation, live action, okay, and others. Okay, they are the use of background music. Okay. But what I find from the video is an okay video. It's not like it's an okay video, but it's a bit too long, okay? Because it wants to like focus on everything. It has a redundant information due to repeating visuals. Okay, it shows like different turbines, different kind of turbines, for multiple times. Okay, and so it's a bit redundant lah and makes the video long. Okay. It's targeted for a general audience, okay, but it doesn't have like any focus to the audience. But the main thing here is because of the incoherent styles, quite difficult to comprehend. No clear blend between the videos, photos, and animation. Okay, so that is what I mentioned about the problem, the caution when you are using different mediums in the mixed method. Okay, so this is what I am telling you about incoherent styles. They use 2D animation, a lot of 2D animation, but you can see that if I tell you if you haven't seen the video and I tell you this is from a different video, you will believe it. Why? Because it doesn't have that coherent or unique style to them that can tie them together. The left one is like a very flat design like the previous one, very simple graphic. Okay, but the second one, you can see that there's a lot of colors, lot of clip arts, different styles of design used together. Okay, and then the third one, it has a bit of 3D punya artwork where you can see kind of depth and dimension on them. It's not like totally flat. And the final is like tiba-tiba ada is very detail looking earth, but also you have 2D clouds. This earth is like really well done. It has a gradient and smudges and different kind of details. So when you splice all of them together with video juga, live action video, it does not make sense. But and the bottom line, you do understand what is renewable energy, but it does not tell the information, explain the information very well in a visual way. Okay. So now we have already analyzed all different kinds of video. Okay. What we can do next is we can create a mind map. Okay, so we already seen a lot of 1,000 videos. Okay, don't just see 3 videos that I just maybe in a group 5 people, each people watch 10 different videos, and maybe you can share between one another in this brainstorming session, which is create a mind map. Okay, so what is mind mapping? I think during my school days also I already exposed to mind mapping ideas. Okay, you always like do a lot of mind mapping inside the class for a certain subject, right? So it's already a technique that is heavily implemented, especially if you want to brainstorm ideas. So what does mind mapping do? The first one is represent ideas in a graphical way. The second one is expand and connect ideas. The third one is a visual thinking tool. And finally is to avoid linear thinking and nurture creativity. Okay, this is very important because when we are doing a video, especially in a competition, we want our videos to be different from other people. So because if it's all the same, it's with the same quality, it will not stand out. So mind mapping is one of the ways to break that linear thinking. Okay. So how to create a mind map? First, to identify a main topic. So the main topic is sustainable and renewable energy at the center. Center and circle the map with main topic. Branch ideas from main idea and support main idea with key information. Okay, since we are doing it in a group, we need to discuss ideas and most importantly, we need to have fun. Okay. So in doing mind maps, okay, I do not do it in like pen and paper because we have access to internet. Most everyone has access to internet and use Google account. So what I'm using right now is Mindmap 2.0. It's a free mind mapping software that can integrate well with Google punya devices and also Google Drive lah. Okay. So this is the mind map that I've already created. Just to give an example for all of you. Okay, so sustainable and renewable energy is at the center. Okay, so the objective. So first, what I'm going to do is whenever you are doing mind map, don't be too structured. Don't think about what's right and what's wrong. What you can do is just lay out all of the things that related to the competition and related to the sustainable and renewable energy. Okay, there's no right or wrong. The wrong part is not doing a mind map, or the mind map is too simple. It doesn't branch out. Okay, so when we are doing it in a visual style, we can see everything and how everything links to the others. Why is it up there? Okay, tak apa. So when we take a look, everything, this is the discussion. This is our guide before we actually start doing the video. Okay, so let me just go through in a couple of minutes because we don't have that much time. So sustainable and renewable energy, I put some of the objective here. It's the same objective, to create awareness. So you know that, okay, we need to create awareness. Okay. Next is, what are the types of videos? Type of renewable energy. So we have wind. You can insert an image of wind. We have solar. we have nuclear, we have tide, we have wave, and we have geothermal energy. Okay, you have 6 of them. Okay, it does not mean that we need to focus on everything, but just to put in a mind map so we know that the content, what does it relate to our main topic here. Okay, next is the type of video. Okay, remember the 9 types of video that is accepted by the competition. So maybe you want to do a video about a narrative driven. Okay, so narrative driven, you need to have a narrator. So who is the narrator or the male voice actor? Okay, you have so you need to find someone who can speak well, you can explain well, talk well in a clear manner. So you need to have a male voice actor. Okay, I'm just going to edit this very quickly. You have a narrator, and then the narrator ni, the male voice actor editor is the male voice actor is the narrator here. Alright, so when you are using something that is inside the internet, it's easy to adjust stuff. Okay, so narrative style, you already know that the narrative driven videos have all of these like very pretty shots of windmills or waves. So during this pandemic, or maybe you don't live like near the near the ocean ke apa, or maybe you don't have the equipment to shoot something at the pantai kan. Okay, so you can use stock videos, copyright free stock videos. Okay, you can, what I put here, I want to find stock videos that have shots of renewable energy, human energy consumption, and to show that nature is dying. Okay, I can get it from pexels.com. Okay, you can check it out. Self-recorded videos, I also want videos that I can record myself during this time. Maybe about human energy consumption. I can shoot in my house whereby I show that I'm wasting energy. I open aircon 24 hours ataupun I leave the tap open, or I bazir air kan. You use a lot of water to wash the dishes, or you bathe for a long time. Okay, so all of those things can be done at home. So why not I record the video myself? Okay, music. Okay, you can download copyright free upbeat music from pixelbay.com or any other websites. I want the mood to be fun and eye-opening because again, okay, when we look at our objective, it needs to be engaging to the young generation. So how to make it engaging? The mood need to be fun, eye-opening. Dia tak boleh terlalu nampak macam a corporate video. It needs to be very fun, and also people won't get bored when watching it. Okay, so I want to do a narrative video. Okay, what the equipments that I need to do, I need to have. Okay, so equipment, I don't have a DSLR. So what is the alternative? I can use my phone, which is I'm not using iPhone X, I'm using iPhone 7. Still good enough. Tapi kalau you ada better version, it has a better camera lah. Okay, equipment, okay, I can use need to have a video editing software. Okay, this is my alternatives. To edit music, I can use Adobe Audition or Reaper. I can do storyboarding, either Photoshop or Krita. Okay, so I already have equipment, I have a type of video. So what are the scenes? What is the story of the video? Kan? So when I'm doing the narrative driven story, I can do scenes, like scene by scene, what happens in scene 1, scene 2, scene 3, scene 4, and all of them don't need to be in an orderly manner because my map should be very loose and very non-linear process. You can go back and I tak nak lah this scene 1, I can do this scene 2. Okay, I can rearrange everything. Okay, I want scenes that show people littering, buang sampah merata-rata. I want to show scenes that have landfills. Okay, I want to show scenes that people wasting energy and do not turn off appliances. Just put everything there just as a guide. You don't necessarily need to use everything inside the mind map kan. Contohnya in the final video ni, I cannot show deforestation because the video will be too long. So it's okay, just leave it. It's just for an ideation process, especially for group kan. If you have group 3 to 5 people, if someone who do not take notes, kan, someone who do not take notes and people you just discussing with your group mates, the information will be left into the air. Tiba-tiba kita nak buat video apa lah, ni scene apa lah, kena pakai apa lah, you don't know, you don't have a note for you to refer to. And bila walaupun ada note, sometimes we just scribble everything ataupun you just write a note in your smartphone that you may or may not refer to later on because it's boring ataupun tak penting pun kan. So Mindmap is a very good punya method to make sure that information is stored and expanded. So 3 or 5 people can look at it again. Oh, what was our plan? Oh, kena buat ni. Alright, so kita always have our guide. So Mindmap is your first guide in the pre-production before you actually doing the video. Okay? Share this text that. Alright, and the final step of pre-production is draft a plan and a storyboard. Okay, so you already got the scenes, you already got the type of video that you want to do. You can do a simple storyboard. Okay, so what is a storyboard? It's a visual script. It is a linear direction for storytelling. It has sketches and drawings for a video sequence, and it contains information like number, shots, camera angle, action, narration. Because like me and all of the people in my faculty, we are all a visual person. Kita tak nak tengok all those words. Scene 1, macam dalam Mindmap tadi kan. Scene 1, show landfill. Scene 2, show people buzzy electric. Yes, it's a list, it's a story, but you do not see it in a visual form. So that is why storyboarding is important. It is used until today in modern filmmaking. Okay. So there are many like levels of storyboard. Okay, if you tak tahu nak buat storyboard tapi you are required to do it, don't be afraid of the quality. You just draft something. So this is called a draft storyboard, where you just lukis or doodle on top of on a paper. Contohnya kan, without focusing too much on the clarity ataupun the final look. Okay, this is just for ideation. You lukis shot 1 dan shot 2 dan shot 3, and then you discuss with your group mates. Lepas scene 3 and scene 4 ni okay tak? Okay. Oh tak okay, tak apa, sebab dia doodle dia. You can just padam and then redraw balik. Betul tak? Okay. And then this is a simple one. Simple, even though you have like simple drawings, okay, it has more, clearer vision. Okay kan, it's very detailed. The house is very detailed. The scenes are quite well done. The camera angle is there. Okay. And finally, this is the advanced. Advanced ni is someone that is biasa in storyboarding. Okay. In multimedia ataupun in filmmaking ataupun in animation industry, you have someone who is a storyboard artist. Kerja dia memang buat storyboard saja. Kan? So they draw every day, so they know how it look. So just by looking at this, you can actually visualize the final scene tu macam mana. It gives you a clearer punya guide on how to shoot certain scenes. Okay? Alright, so those are the things that I have shared in order for you to know how to start in creating a video. Let's just recap back. The first is understand the brief. Okay. Gaining knowledge ataupun read about the topic. The third one is analyze videos. Search ataupun not just analyze video, but the term is analyze reference videos, because you refer from certain, the ideas come from the videos itself in the internet. Okay. And the fourth one is creating a mind map, okay, between you and your group mates. And finally, you do a storyboard. Okay. So after all of that, then you can start shoot or start animating or start doing your video lah. Okay, all of them are plans leading to that big moment ataupun the bulk of the work where you are going to use your camera, use your softwares. Okay, jangan terlalu shock sangat, sebab kadang-kadang when you want to shoot video, you terus ambil kamera, you terus keluar without any planning kan. So planning is very important. So the steps I've shown you today is very crucial lah. And I hope that you take it seriously and implement them in your video competition process. Okay. All right. So we come to an end of the workshop. I just want to clear out some possible questions that maybe some of you have about the video competition. Okay. The first one here is I don't have any DSLR. Can I do a professional video? Okay, DSLR ni is yang kamera yang ada lens kat depan tu kan. It's very pricey, dalam 2, 3, 4, 5,000 ringgit, and maybe some of you do not have access to that amount of money. So can I do a professional video? The answer is yes. Okay, smartphones today is a viable option. Okay, and we live in a society whereby smartphone right now is a must, kan? And there's a lot of different type of smartphones, and sometimes the one that not the cheap lah, maybe tak sampai 1,000 ringgit pun already have a good quality punya camera. Okay, so you can use this option. So you don't necessarily need to rely on like big DSLR, okay, for this competition lah. But if you ada lagi bagus, it will make your videos pun lagi nice lah. It look more professional. Okay, this is just an alternative. And sometimes if you use it well, you can actually like depend on your smartphone already. Tak perlu guna DSLR because again it's bulky kan. Smartphone ni macam very ringan, you can carry it in anywhere. Okay. Next is I don't have Adobe softwares. How do I edit my videos? Okay, Adobe softwares is like one of the important things for students, multimedia students kan. If you take multimedia, animation, video courses, Adobe software is like is taught in all universities ataupun colleges. Okay, so if you are student yang have no experience in video editing, kan, you don't know, or I don't have this professional softwares, or how do I edit my videos? There's always an alternative. So there are many free alternatives, fully free for both desktop and smartphone editing. Okay, because remember the first one tadi, you can use smartphone, and also smartphone also have an app to edit terus. Tak perlu transfer to your PC or laptop, terus boleh edit kat situ. Okay, so you have DaVinci Resolve, the first one here, and Lightworks for desktop, CapCut, and also InShot apps for use of smartphones. Of course, you need to pay if you want to go for premium version, tapi free version is actually quite enough lah kalau you want to do a simple video, and also have a very large amount of like color correction and transitions or blending modes that actually free in free version, so you can already utilize that. Okay. Possible questions: is TikTok style an acceptable form of video content? Okay, because why? Because young people right now, okay, not younger, because I'm young, but younger people right now is very advanced in terms of watching video. Kan, they can my cousin who is like 4 years old already can do a TikTok video by herself, like fully edited. No, the parents did not like edit it. It's quite surprising juga sebab editing video is quite difficult process, tapi for a 4-year-old to do that is quite amazing actually. And all of them derive from their exposure to TikTok or Instagram punya style. Okay. For me is yes, it's a good video content, but you need to be selective. Okay, there are many TikTok videos that actually can create awareness, especially in terms of sustainable or energy. Ada, you just can see it because kenapa? When I mention TikTok, the first thing time in your mind all those trendy videos macam yang tadi tu kan. Okay, so let me just show you this video I found on TikTok. Okay.
to energy. When pedestrians step on the tiles, the kinetic energy turns into off-grid electricity. One footstep can generate 5 watts, which is enough to light a bulb for 20 seconds. The tiles use a Bluetooth beacon to connect to a smartphone app that tracks user steps and rewards them with digital currency that can be used for store discounts or charity donations. They have already been installed in 36 countries to help light the world's busiest streets. Although the new tech can't power into our homes yet, this new way to generate power takes us one literal step closer to sustainable energy around the world. These high-tech tiles convert footsteps.
Okay, as you can see, this video gained like 1.2 million likes. Okay, so it's a viral video, but also very beneficial, and also can create awareness if it's done right. So again, I want to tell you that TikTok is not like a very bad punya app, kan? It's actually full of quite useful information as long as you search for the right content lah. Okay. All right. So I think the time also is almost there. Okay. It's almost 6 o'clock. And again, for all of you who tune in on the live session, either in YouTube or video. Okay. Thank you for listening to my sharing session about how to start a video. Okay. And I hope that from this session, you will benefit you in terms of how do you start creating it, especially the ones that don't have any experience. Okay, so all of these are very important process. Walaupun nampak remeh, nampak macam betul ke ni, but it's actually practice in all over the world. And when you already start indulging in it, it can really create a fruitful punya, moment, a journey in your video creation. Okay. So I hope all of you all the best in the video competition. Okay, make sure to be creative as possible. Okay, maybe go outside of the box. Okay, but always remember that planning is first and planning is key. Okay, and thank you, and I will pass it back to Madam Natalia.
Thank you very much, Daniel, for the wonderful sharing. I'm sure those who will be watching this either live or recorded, as a first step for you to join this video creation challenge, it will be something very useful for you. Trust us, we know this is the right process. So thank you very much again, Daniel, for the sharing just now. Thank you very much also to Encik Iqbal, who shared earlier on the sustainable energy content. This is our second episode on online workshops related to the Sustainable Energy Awareness Poster and Video Challenge. And we have 2 more tomorrow happening live on MMU's Facebook and also YouTube channel, where we will be sharing the actual making of it. So Daniel shared earlier, Puan Anasuha shared the design process or how you will embark on it before you actually making it. So like as how Daniel said just now, is the taking out your cameras and actually going out for shooting and bringing up your computers to do the editing. Tomorrow will be the session by 2 more FCM or Faculty of Creative Multimedia's experts on how to make the posters and video. Also tomorrow from Seda Malaysia, we will have their sharing on more content on sustainable energy that you can consider to make as your content for this poster and also short video challenge. So with that, thank you very much again for everyone who's watching this. Hopefully this will make you more aware and also have more insights how to embark on this challenge. Thank you very much. I'm Natalia, signing off for the day.
Multimedia University, because MMU is you, leading the digital future. Visit mmu.edu.my.